So what is a fair price for milk? Specifically, what's a fair price for raw milk? I've been farming for 45 years and I have a lot of experience with this, and I have a lot of numbers here, so we're going to explain why different milks cost different amounts per gallon and what you're getting. I have a lot of prices here and I'll get into that a little bit later, but I just want to cover the different kinds of milk. What is pasteurization and what does it do to the milk? Well, pasteurization is simply heating the milk, and there are various levels. The lower the temperature, the longer the time period that the milk has to be heated. So if it's 165 degrees, it would be for about 30 minutes, and that's called vat pasteurization. That has the least amount of impact on the enzymes and the proteins, everything that makes up the milk, so that it's not changing the nutritional value as much as a higher temperature pasteurization. A newer form of pasteurization is called ultra pasteurized, and that is actually heated to 283 degrees Fahrenheit. The boiling point of water is 212 degrees, so we're talking steam under pressure, and that basically kills everything. So if you're looking for milk as a nutrition source for your body, you don't want to buy ultra pasteurized milk. The temperature totally changes the protein makeup, kills the enzymes, it messes with the product. So I would recommend, if you want all the nutritional value, purchasing raw milk from a dairy farm locally. And we're right back to, what is a fair price for that raw milk? Well, it has to be fair in that you have to be able to afford it, and it has to be of a sufficient price to keep the farmer producing that milk. I once had a cattle trucker that would truck a cow for $6 all the way to the livestock sale, and I said, that's too cheap. And you know what happened? He did it too cheap, and when his truck needed repairs, he went out of business. So if you want a source of good, clean, wholesome raw milk, you're going to have to pay a price that will keep the farmer in business so that you will have milk in the future. So how do we know what is a fair price? I looked at several prices. John and I were up in Vermont at an organic dairy conference, and we stopped in a grocery store, Hannaford grocery store in Middlebury, Vermont, and these are the prices I found in the dairy case. Horizon Organic Ultra Pasteurized Milk, $5.99 a half gallon. Wegmans Organic Whole Milk, $5.99 a gallon. Organic Valley Grass Milk Ultra Pasteurized, $6.49 a half gallon. So all of these three milks have been pasteurized. Two of them were ultra pasteurized, and they are already higher than what we charge for raw milk. So you have to look at the big picture. Location is a key ingredient. I know of a farmer in Long Island who sells all of his milk raw, fresh from the cows, to the New York City market, and he charges $17 a gallon for his raw milk. That's in New York City market. In the Hudson Valley, there's raw milk for sale there for $13 a gallon. When you get close to a major market like New York City and the Hudson River Valley, you can expect not only the prices of your milk to be higher, but probably your income is going to be higher in that environment as well. So a lot depends on your location. Up here in western New York at Sunny Cove Farm, we're charging presently $8.50 a gallon for raw milk, $6 for a half gallon, and that's in glass jars. These other ones are in plastic containers. So there's a lot of considerations when you're looking at milk, a lot more than just the price per gallon. The type of milk, how it's produced, not all milks are the same. How it's been treated, if it's fresh and raw. Things to consider on the farmer's side of this. The consumers want to get the best buy for their dollar, but the farmer's costs are increasing dramatically right now. Diesel fuel prices have doubled. Electricity prices have doubled. Machinery costs have skyrocketed. All of these costs are going up, and as a dairy farmer, the price that we're receiving for our milk is actually going down now. And that puts a real pressure on the farmer. Many farmers are going out of business and stopping the production of milk, or a lot of them have jobs off the farm. 95% of the small family farms in New York State have off-farm income to pay the bills so that they can stay producing food for the rest of us. A lot of these things will change. Right now we're seeing a huge inflationary impact on our electric, on our diesel fuel. Most of our inputs are food in the grocery stores is going up dramatically. What we need to do is recognize that costs are going up. We need to choose wisely what we purchase and keep ourselves healthy with good nutrition so that we don't run into really expensive things, which are medical problems and physical challenges. There are many different types of milk out there. This is just an overview in New York State of some of the prices, some of the considerations that we need to think about, but you need to talk with your farmer. You need to understand what he needs to make a living, to pay the bills so that you can have a sustainable food supply.